Oh, I just did like a really good 10-minute take of this video and the microphone wasn't turned on. What's up, dudes? Today's video is going to be slightly different to some of the other tutorials. I'm going to try and squeeze it into about 2 or 3 minutes and see how it goes, and if that format works, it'll be the new format for the rest of these videos. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to make your drumsticks last longer, as it's something that's been heavily requested from a lot of my students. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the quality of drumsticks that you should be using. If you're buying cheap drumsticks, you're going to get through them quicker. Cheap drumsticks are cheap for a reason. They're made of terrible wood, they break easy, they deteriorate so fast, and there's numerous problems with them. You know, you don't get the quality you would with a big drumstick brand like Promark or Vic Firth or something. I personally use Promark sticks. I've found that over the years they just last me the longest. I like the way they feel. So just make sure you're buying a decent brand of stick first of all. You're not going to go through them as quick as you would an ultra cheap drumstick. The second thing that I like to do to help them last longer is to rotate them. So none of us obviously have enough money to just buy new sticks here, there and everywhere, and new sticks for every gig. You know, that's not feasible for someone at our level. You know, drumsticks cost a lot of money if you're buying good ones. You're looking at anything from £8 to £12 a pair, you know, depending if you buy a brick or if you just buy them individually. You know, we can't just keep spending money on these all the time. So what I do is empty my stick bag after a few rehearsals and gigs, and then I'll match them up. So all the brand new ones, I'll put a dot on the bottom so I know that they're new, and I can just look down in my stick bag, see that they match, and bring them out and play with them. The ones that are like midway worn, I'll put like a 1 on them so I know that they are, you know, they're at the same level of broken, but if I pull out 2 with a number 1 on, they're going to match when I play with them. And then anything super worn, like really gnarly, I guess kind of like these ones where they, you know, oh, look at this. You don't want to be playing with that. They would definitely have like a 2 on them, and I know that when I see a 2, they are for strictly rehearsal and desperate times only. You don't want to be gigging and recording with sticks that look like this. They're too far gone. So just to quickly recap on that one, the brand new sticks, I either put a dot on them or just don't mark them at all. The partially worn ones, I'll write a 1 on them, and then the ones that are beyond gig and studio use, I'll put a 2 on them, and I know they're just strictly for rehearsals and desperate times. So when I say I mark them, what I do is I mark them here. So I put a little number on the bottom of the stick there, and the reason I put it there is because when I look down in my stick bag, I can obviously see the numbers there and just pull them out and start playing. Finally, the last thing you want to pay attention to save your sticks is just your technique, really. Bad technique is going to get through your sticks so fast, and believe me, I've been there. I'll put my hands in the air and say that when I first started playing drums, you know, I had the proper early 2000s Travis Barker setup, cymbals ultra high, really flat, so whenever you're hitting your cymbals, you're just attacking them on the sides like this, and you are just going to go through your sticks so fast doing that. You're essentially just chipping away at them with the side of a thin piece of metal. Common sense, really. You know, I do now have my cymbals a lot lower, and I angle them in towards me, and you play through the cymbal rather than just attacking straight at it. A lot of beginner drummers will do that. They want to do the cool image, and you know, it is cool. I'm not going to lie, I think it does look cool when your cymbals are set up like that, but we can't afford to be buying new cymbals and new sticks every 10 minutes. You know, that's not reasonable. I'd rather save them and make them last longer, because drumming is expensive. So this is why I do all these things now, to save my sticks and to save my cymbals. So the final tip is really just to watch your technique. You know, it's something I've really been passionate about over the last few years. I really do pay attention to how I play and my technique. It does affect the sound as well. I'm a big believer in your technique is so much about what you're playing. And I don't mean like being the most technical sort of, you know, robotic drummer there is. Still have your own flair. Be yourself. I tried to do that, but you just don't want to be doing stupid things that are going to ruin your gear all the time. But yeah, I really hope that has helped. This is something I wish someone had told me when I was a lot younger. I make these videos mainly because I'm giving you advice I wish I had when I started playing considering I was completely self-taught. So just to recap then, number one is to buy good sticks. Don't buy cheap crappy sticks that are going to break all the time. Number two is to rotate them, make sure you're keeping them even, marking them so you know which ones currently match in terms of weight and how broken they might be. And number three is just to watch out your technique. There's a load of brilliant videos on YouTube already which are telling you all about technique and how to hit cymbals. I'm not going to go into that, but there's plenty of videos for you to find, and hopefully if you apply those three techniques, your sticks are going to last a lot longer. So thanks for watching this video. I'm convinced I've gone over the 2 or 3 minutes, but oh well, I've got out what I wanted to say. Apologies again, there wasn't one last week. Just really rushed off my feet and busy. I'm still very ill, as you can hear. I'm going to make sure to keep up with my weekly videos. I usually post them every Friday at 6:30 p.m. So if you're new, now you know the schedule. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, make sure to subscribe. It's not just videos like this, so please do me a favour and check out some of my old videos. I do drum covers, tutorials like this, and vlogs, so it's always something interesting to watch. So make sure to subscribe, like the video if you've enjoyed what I've been talking about today, and finally leave a comment with a suggestion of any other tutorials you'd like to see me do, or even just to say hey, what's up. I do reply to every single comment that gets put on my channel currently, so whew, thank you. If you've got any other hacks and tips and tricks you use to preserve your sticks, then also leave that in the comments, because it would be good for us to share and make this a bit like a community. I love seeing it when people get chatting in the comment section, or when people ask me for advice. It is really fulfilling for me, and the reason I do this is to try and help. So thank you so much for watching, and as per usual, whatever you're doing today, go out and smash it. I'm convinced before I edit this video, as I'm still filming it, that I've gone over the 2 or 3 minutes, but hey ho, let's go.